Hello everyone, welcome to Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. I am Jin Zero. I play on ship 3, and today I want to show you how to create this jet fighter kind of ride here. It's not a camo, it's not a costume, it is these are all accessories that you can also create. I will also in this video I will also explain about the body parts and body sizes that is very essential, which is the key factor whether if your character can do this setup or not. So let's not waste some time and let's go straight to the salon.
Come on in.
Okay, so as you can see here, this is how big it is. I can pretty much see a lot of things here. This is because NGS Salon is only has these limitations in the camera setup, and so it's quite a big challenge to create what's this setups in large scale. Okay, first, before we create this jet fighter looks, I want to explain first about the character size. First I'm going to remove all of the parts so you can see my base character. So I'm using the NGS new cast parts. As you can see here, it has the height of 225, and I'll show you the chest size is at its maximum, and the shoulders and hands and this the scroll up here, the size of the shoulder itself is on maximum. The legs is not on maximum but is still on the bigger size. Then the waist is at maximum. This is very essential because the accessory parts are attached to any of this one, which is a very big which most parts are really dependent on it, especially when you're creating large parts like the jet that I have just showed you. Okay, so this is only, as you can see, the proportion is still looks good even though the sizes are on maximum. If I change my body parts into humanoid type, basically this is how it looks. It's really not in the correct proportion and it really looks awkward. This is the female looks. Cast type 1, cast type 2 is also really awkward. You wouldn't like your character walking around in this looks. And when we switch the cast parts into the old Phantasy Star base, this is how it looks. It also looks very awkward because the characters are really scaled up this way. Let's change some of the parts here and the legs. Okay, so as an example, so I think this is the liner. No, where's my liner? Never mind. For this to not look awkward, we have to change the body parts into smaller scale. Like the chest looks like about this size, the shoulder and arms are in this manner, and the waist and legs are in maybe like this, so it looks more proportional. But this is really how it looks when switching from the NGS new type of parts into old parts. Let's go back to the NGS. So let's go back to this my NGS body parts with the jet plane accessories attached. Let's try to adjust the body sizes so that you can see what are the parts that are also shrinking down or sizing up when moving this moving your basic sizes. This is the chest size. As you can see, the chest size really scales down or scales up everything. So I'm on the maximum, and this is the jet plane is possible in this manner. So I suppose if you want to create this jet plane with this proportion, you have to max out your chest this way. Next is the shoulder, arms, and hands. Let's try to change this one. As you can see, by default, these shields here that are in the form of wings are attached to the arms or shoulder. So sizing this up also resizes everything. So these arms are also essential to put it in maximum. Let's check out the waist and the legs. The legs, nothing is attached to the legs, so it doesn't change anything. How about the waist? The waist, oops, sorry. The waist moves the back booster over here, the Gatling down here, and also the head of the jet, which is very, very essential also. So we want to keep the waist in maximum. So basically, this is the explanation about the body sizes and its relationship with the attached accessories. So you really need to max it up to make this jet plane possible, or else you wouldn't fit well on the jet. In most cases, like in most of you guys which has the humanoid form, I suppose the jet will look something like maybe something like this if you put it on. Okay, so please take this into consideration. Okay, now after that explanation, let's go to recreating this amazing looking jet fighter. Okay, so first let's check the parts that you need. Here we have the shoulder jets over here. Let's change its color so you can see. So these are the shoulder jets turned into red. Next is the back, what's that, waist booster. Let's change the color into red, so it's this part over here at the back. This is not a required item. I simply want something to cover the back of my character, and I have chosen this the waist booster. Next is the Kranzi shields, which are the wings. Let's change that into red so you can see. So these are the Kranzi shield. Next is the shoulder thruster left or right, it doesn't matter, which is the head of the jet. Okay, let's change its color back. Before we move on to the Gatling gun over here, and the mounted twin blaster. This is the twin blaster, and this is the Gatling gun. It's too big, I can't see it on the camera, maybe from down here. This here is the Gatling gun, which both of these weapons are not essential. You can change it or you can do the jet without them. Okay, so let's recreate this. Let's remove all of the accessories. Okay, first we'll put the head of the jet, which is the shoulder thruster left, and by default it is attached to your where is this attached to? This is attached to, I think it's the left shoulder. So we want this bigger and somewhere on the center, so I'm going to attach this to spine 1. As you can see, spine 1 is has probably the bigger size versus the spine 2. So I want to attach it to the spine 1. Then from there, we can now adjust the rotation to put it in place. Okay, let's see here. As you can see, some NGS parts are not really perfectly done, so it's kind of slanted a bit, and I'm not sure whether it's because it's attached to the spine, which is inside the body, which we can't see, so it's not really centered on the outer interface of our body. So to fix this, we have to play around with the X and Y Z to make and look for the correct angle, which can take a bit of a time. That's why I really grind inside the salon doing these small adjustments. Maybe about there. Okay, let's scale this up and reposition it. Move it somewhere here, and maybe rotate it more to the front, so that so that we don't touch the antenna or the head. Yeah, how about this? Let's do the changes later on. I mean the other changes. Let's not be OC about this in this video. It will take too much time. Okay, next we are going to put the shields. We're going to use this Kranzi shields. I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly, so bear with me. So let's scale this up to its maximum size and rotate it and spread it by rotating the Z axis and reposition it. I want to rotate it more, spread it more, and I think this wing is too thick, so I want to scale down the thickness of this one about here, maybe about there. Okay, as you can see here at the attach point, it's on default. That's because most NGS or PSO2 base part that are twins or that comes in two or in pairs cannot be attached on other parts of the body. So by default, we're really stuck in this setup. So that's the wings. Let's move it up a bit and maybe rotate it this way. Okay, let's do some adjustments later on. Next is the tail wings, which we are going to use the shoulder jets. Okay, let's scale this one, scale this up, push it at the back. This is the farthest it goes. Then spread it a bit and do a bit of a rotation to make it look really agile and fast. Maybe I want it pointing upwards a bit more and move it up a bit more. And we now have this jet looking feels now. The wings is kind of awkward, but we'll adjust it later on. Now next we want to cover the back part of the character. So I'm choosing the what do we have here? Where's my boosters? Here. Okay, let's resize this to its maximum and rotate it in the correct placement. Down a bit more. As you can see, it's kind of a bit slant, so it's one of the NGS or PSO2 base parts flaws that probably developers haven't taken put a lot of time in. So you can fix this by adjusting the rotation a bit, something like this. Okay, let's not be OC about it so much. Then we'll put the Gatling and the blasters, which are not required to create this jet. You can put other weapons that you want, or other cannons or whatever. Okay, where's the Gatling? It's attached to the chest over here. It's quite small. Let's enlarge it a bit. It's still too small for the jet. As you can see, it is over here. Now, check this out. If I switch this attach point default to the spine 1, boom, it's now bigger. I'm not sure why, but spine 1 scales things up a bit more. So we are going to attach it on spine 1. So let's reposition this somewhere there. Forward a bit more. I said forward. There we go. Then let's put the blasters. Let's attach the blasters, which is also one of my favorite accessories, because it comes in pairs and its default size is already big. So as you can see here, it's in pairs, so we don't have this option of changing the attach point. Okay, so there it goes. So basically this is how it looks like. You can do spend more time to adjust this the parts of this jet and see what's your taste, and you can scale up. Well, everything here is already on its maximum, so you can scale down some of the parts if you want, and you can change some of the parts also, especially the ones that you're missing. For instance, if you don't have this back booster over here, you can replace them with probably other one of these shoulder jets. So let's try that out. So I'm just gonna copy this one, the shoulder jets, and place it here and do some adjustments and see whether if it still works. So let's cover it and rotate it and maybe scale it down a bit. Okay, and there we go. We covered the back side of our character while we're using the same accessory, which save us a lot of meseta. Let's try to change these wings into the shoulder jets as well. Maybe it works in case you don't have the Cranzy shield. Okay, paste it, and let's play around with the positions and the rotation. Move it forward, move it down, rotate it a bit to make it look fast or very agile. And so, well, yeah, it can work, but it doesn't look like the traditional jets that we see from the real life military. But if you don't have the choice, then okay, just get this shoulder jets and this what do we call this, the shoulder thruster. Maybe it works, or do something else like a spaceship or whatsoever. So there we go. As you can see a lot of you can see the big picture of your work because of the limitation of our camera. So what I usually do is holy, how do I revert this? View changes. Okay. So I'm just gonna go outside the salon and check my work from the wider angle of the camera. Let's wait for the game to load. Maybe the more population there is in the center, the longer it takes time. As you can see, it looks like a spaceship than a jet. So go out of the salon, check what you want to adjust, then go back inside the salon and do the adjustments. So yeah, this still looks kind of cool, even though it doesn't look the way that my original jet looks like. Let's go back to it. So here it is. So thank you for watching, and if you really are having fun and want to spend time in the salon, you can do things like what I do. I do a transformation mode of my jet fighter, which looks like this. Very, very cool. However, I want to give you guys note that although this looks nice inside this when doing AFK in the center, it doesn't look good when shooting or attacking. So let's head outside so I can show you a bit more about this jet. Even running looks awkward, so usually you really want to fly around instead of running. Okay, let's go outside just so you can see how it shoots. It looks really awkward. The left wing wobbles. How about when we're using a sword? Sword also looks awkward. And this is the worst part of being big. The over the shoulder targeting, you pretty much can't see anything. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope I can show you more of my more of my creations in this kind of a tutorial thing. Bear with me. I'm not a very good speaker, and my English is a bit poor. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video regardless. Thanks for watching.